Nothing. I don't know, you know. I think.
Shallow.
Shallow and preference.
Well, yeah, what is shallow again? What's shallow?
Why those two? Those aren't related.
No, but like,
I deeped it outside.
Yeah, that's
so
what
they're the same thing.
Yeah, like, what is being shallow? Like, what is to be shallow? Because I don't actually know.
Focusing on minor things.
Yeah. So then, how is that different
things?
in terms of preference?
Like, no, but what's considered what might?
Well, I think
Preference is a certain way.
Oh, shit.
No, for me.
What do you mean no? So what is preference then?
No, because preference is like, say if you said like you're not attracted to someone because you're not usually attracted to people of something.
Preference is I like this.
Yeah. So then
Shallow is I don't like this, I don't like that.
No, but no, see that's two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, kind of.
Because you're saying if you say I like this, if you say I like
but it could be nothing to do with your preference.
No, but what I'm saying is, so if someone said they're shallow, if someone said if you saw someone, yeah, and it's like, oh, I'm not attracted to that person, and someone asked you why, and you'd be like, oh, because I don't like this, because you don't like that about people, then some people would be, oh, you're shallow then.
Yeah, that's.
See, why is that shallow? They don't like it. That's a preference.
What's that to do with
kind of
preference?
just said though. No, Ash just kind of said it doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have to have anything to do with your preference. But I'm just trying to think. So like how? But yeah, how would actually no. How would you? Yeah, how would you differentiate it though? Like
if you just say another reason apart from
something
it's
physical.
my preference. Like
no, but I'm saying is anything physical. If anything you deem not attractive physical, does that become shallow? If it's anything physical,
not always.
Then I'm saying, so where's the line between that being shallow?
Whatever
and
you
normal?
Subjective. I don't know. There's no written rule. Like
so then that's why I think it might be similar then. Maybe because it's like if you have a preference, some people will consider it shallow.
So if you said you like women, if you said you like women with I don't know. Small noses, for instance. Yeah. So anyone with a larger nose, are you saying you're shallow because they don't like?
You don't like them. You're not getting to know them. You're just not talking to them.
If smaller noses is your preference, are you shallow because you don't like a girl with a large nose?
Having any preference.
Well, if you disregard them for not having a small nose, then yeah.
Yeah. But what if you say you're just more attracted to people with that you go for girls with smaller noses?
Well, that's different. If you're still open to it,
and that would determine that it's not shallow.
Yeah. Because you're not denying it.
You're not
just
fully
because
closing the door.
Just because it's a nose. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying, okay. So you would say shallowness is deemed as you're closing the door entirely because you're not giving something a chance.
Yeah, your hair's curly. I'm not chatting to you. That's it. It's over.
Okay, yeah. Okay, fair.
But it's like, you're not really my type, but I can talk to you. That's preference.
I might tell you, I don't know, I love curly girls, but you're straight. Okay. But I'm still talking to you right now.
Okay, yeah. Like my preference is curly. Okay. But I'm not closing the door. Yeah, I hear. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Okay, actually made that up. All right then. All right, let's start the podcast.
Before we start.
Welcome back to Chatty and Saltfish. It's Andrew, and I'm joined with Ashley and Dane.
Why'd you say it like that?
Well, how am I meant to say it? You always say it every time. I'm meant to do a different voice or something.
A grand introduction.
Yeah, I'm joined with Ashley and Dane.
There we go.
Hey.
Go on then. Which one's Ashley?
Say it with your chest.
Say
which one? Huh? You've said it now.
You already said it.
Yeah, and which one's Dane?
You didn't even give us time to you know.
You need to give them voices.
Yeah, but it's too late. You said Ashley and Dane. That's it.
We're here.
Even wait, where's the pause?
Yeah. So this came up. Yeah, and there's a footballer.
Okay.
Player that he's catching heat. No, you don't need to know about football.
Alright, cool.
But he's catching heat because of a video he posted when he's on holiday right now. Yeah. I'm going to try and step my Man United bias out of this as much as possible. Okay. It's Jesse Lingard, yeah. Just watch the video real quick. So he's leaving the hotel and he's catching flack for this, like...
Bye room. It's been emotional. Seen a lot of shit in this room. Seen a lot of fucking shit, a lot of good memories in this room. Now on to the next room.
No, what?
Mr. Marcus Yash's room. Seen a lot of shit, a lot of sleeping, don't forget. Been a lot of sleeping in this room.
No, there's not.
There's been a lot of sleeping. Oh, look at the fucking views. Look at the fucking views, man. Views, man. Fuck you off, insane. Right, Rash. I'll give this a 3 out of 5 room. Jesse Lingard. No, 4 out of 5 room. 4 out of 5 room. Now, onto Jamal Bronco. Shagging hair as per. Probably shagging his own hand under that bed. In a row. Shagging pillows as this room. I give this room a minus 14 out of 10.
So that's the video. That is literally the video.
Alright.
Now
what happened?
He's catching problems. Exactly. What happened? He's basically catching fact like this is the biggest disgrace that's happened at Man United. You should sell him. Blah blah blah.
For what? Just
walking through,
trying to rate the hotel. Just
no, because his room's messy. He's been swearing. His friend was like shagging a pillow. He wasn't conducting himself in a.
How old is he?
25, 26. They're saying he's not conducting himself in a manner appropriate, essentially. And
how is he supposed to conduct himself at 25?
This is what's pissing me off. People have
you have P. Like, what are you talking about?
But he's not even doing anything of.
Yeah, he didn't do anything outlandish.
No, they're saying because he has such a high social media following.
So
as well, he should be conducting himself.
He doesn't dictate his social media following. First of all,
but is he allowed to do that?
What do you mean?
Is that in his contract?
That was just on his Snapchat.
Yeah, no, but is he allowed to actually do that?
Or is he not allowed to do that?
Well, they don't do that as a footballer. They haven't. No, it's just.
Does he not have no like?
This is just outside
PR.
people.
Who owns his rights for like his image rights and that?
I think it's him though, because he has his brand, Jay Lings and all that.
Like
isn't
what
it?
people's actual problem is him doing it. It's not even
So who actually complained?
This is what
the
I'm
club?
No,
or people?
There's fans and that.
Fans.
Oh, no one cares then.
No, general people in the public.
You can't do nothing about that.
They're saying that even our manager
That he shouldn't
is
be
saying
doing
that
that.
he's furious with the video and that
The manager is.
he's going to take disciplinary action.
Because he represents his club.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I don't think he represented it in any bad way.
Yeah.
They're saying that, but he shouldn't be swearing in that way. Why? He's a footballer. He's a grown man.
Yeah, but that's just
and
code of conduct.
They're like the room was like a mess. So they're leaving it in a bad way, and they're saying like,
how do you know he left the room like that?
because they were checking out.
So, but he probably might. Oh, maybe.
I don't know, but either way, I'm just thinking. Do you see any issue with how they'll conduct themselves?
No, but I get why they're complaining.
Yeah.
Why they're complaining? Why?
It's a high prestigious club. Like
I don't
What
know.
club
man.
is this?
he's young, he's young, black and wild. Of course they're not gonna like that.
Yeah, and again, this is the same thing with.
Wait, what colour is he?
He's mixed race.
He's mixed race.
Oh.
But they'll deem it obviously a black.
He's acting wild. Like of course, then the club's not gonna like that. So what does he expect?
No, but then this is just another. Is this just another case where, like, remember before Raheem Sterling, when he was after the World Cup? Remember when he got slack for being at an expensive hotel, and he was posting on social media.
But that's different though.
But
he was getting slaughtered for anything.
Yeah, but isn't it
for breathing? He was getting slaughtered for.
No, but and Pogba as well for like being flashy. Like, is there a way that as a black footballer you have to conduct yourself without catching the slack? Like, can you show your money, or can you? Because he wasn't even flashing his money.
Okay, no. The thing is, you can ask that question, but are there white footballers doing the same thing?
What in terms of? Well,
like, do you see white footballers doing the same kind of thing that he does?
Well, I've heard instances where, or I've seen things where like they get caught up in a club brawl or something or whatever.
But that's normal. I mean, like, do you see them acting like?
But I don't see
like hella flashy.
That's the thing.
Not to say I'm sticking up for it, but
I don't think.
This is what I'm saying, and that's why I guess. Like, sometimes it's like. But obviously they are who they are, innit? Like, that's what it is. Like, they're just expressing themselves how they want to, innit? But like, it's hard to ask that question when they aren't. If you don't see the other side doing the same thing.
But then what I'm saying is, then should black players not be allowed to act this way when they
No,
are
it's
in
not
this
that.
play?
But maybe as a footballer now, there's a certain way you're supposed to carry yourself. The same way you don't go into an office dressed in a tracksuit. Like, it's not written in the thing sometimes, but you just know that's just not how you do it. Do you know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, he's an employee.
Yes,
of the club. So
yeah, so like,
you wouldn't do that if you had if it's some kind of job.
Because people were saying,
and your job saw you online doing madness,
exactly.
you'll get fired.
yeah. But people
It's
are
kind
saying,
of the same thing.
But people are saying like in
a bigger stage.
for instance, under Sir Alex Ferguson, that's our OG manager. They would say like that would have never happened under Sir Alex Ferguson.
Probably not.
He would have got but I'm also thinking.
No, you can't stop that from happening. Though.
But I'm also saying it's not a really balance. Like I'm hearing a lot of the slack coming from the older generation of footballers or whatever. But
It's just a clash of generations.
Yeah,
And what I
that's
think
it is.
is,
Always a generation
who's saying they weren't living like this? Because I'm thinking social media.
It just
is-
wasn't
they
captured.
were.
It wasn't
Yeah,
captured.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
It
very
wasn't
different.
So because the thing you said earlier was that he has a big social media. Following.
Yeah.
So that maybe that's what they're that's how they're looking at it. Hold on. So my thing isn't very.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they're looking at it. Okay, he just has a massive social media following. But
So it wasn't captured on
Yeah.
on
or
the
like,
phone.
so now everyone's seeing that at the same time, innit? That's what it is.
Do you think he was wrong for the video or right for the video?
There's nothing about
He's not
or
wrong,
right.
but just you just have to be a bit
Yeah.
more smart about it.
Like,
No,
there's
but
certain
Just
ways-
certain things, just don't put
But
online.
this is the
Yeah.
thing. You're saying that he should have been smart, but I don't see really where he went wrong in terms of otherwise just
Well,
saying
if you
the
know-
holiday's over, we had a good time.
Fair enough, but if you know you're gonna get fined and get backlash,
No,
when
but
you
that's
go
the
back
thing. I don't
home,
think he
why?
could have.
Why?
I don't
just don't
think.
put
No,
yourself
but
through it.
I really don't think you could have known that video. Like based on what you saw in that video in terms of what they were filming, could you have really known?
You really
Yeah.
thought it wasn't gonna get nothing for that.
No, but what I'm thinking, okay, no, what I'm thinking like for swearing and
Yeah, exactly. He saw a lot.
man, that's
You know the
that's
level. Come on,
madness.
you know the level. Come on.
Yeah, shit like that. Maybe.
If you act like that, people will say something. They're waiting for you to slip up and do
Yeah.
something stupid. They're waiting for you. And see what happens. Front newspaper.
Surely-
Surely,
That's how it goes.
being a footballer,
Just
you
look at
kinda
Sterling.
know.
Sterling's a prime example.
Like, that's what I'm
Anything
saying.
he done was considered, the worst thing ever.
Yeah, but
Now because he's scoring goals, everyone loves him now.
yeah, for now.
Yeah. It's just perception on these players. It's just
Yeah, but I just think that's a big problem because I mean,
Of course it's a problem.
You literally, you have to conduct yourself just the way they want to see you. And you
pretty
can't-
much. If you're in that industry, you're in that field.
I thought that was pretty chill.
Well, you thought those days were gone.
No. What I said, when I heard the video, like Lingard messed up, I was like, especially as a fan, I was like, oh man, like what had he done? Like I was thinking, did he do some kind of like sexual video or something like, obscene? Or maybe he trashed the hotel room, like trying to show his money, like no proper stunting. Like I thought he was doing something that's arrogant, where it's like, how can you do that when we had such a bad season or whatever, blah blah. But then I saw the video, I'm like, oh, he's just walking around the room, and he swears a few times. I'm like, that's
Yeah, it wasn't that deep. I don't think it
People are
was.
just waiting.
Yeah, I think, but it was something that he probably would have known.
You could have
what I'm
avoided,
saying.
but yeah,
well,
you live with the consequences, isn't it? If you're still willing to show
I'll chill on that
social
one.
media.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to that dude? Listen, I don't know about football again, but there was that guy who like vanished, the plane and all that, and now they're saying that they arrested one guy.
Oh, for manslaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's the guy?
They didn't say who he is, but they said they're investigating.
So
for
what? He was the
manslaughter.
pilot or what? Didn't the pilot die?
The pilot died.
Yeah, pilot died.
So then who they
I don't
accused?
know. They haven't said.
Some dude.
Did they say how he's linked? At all?
No, they haven't said it. It's all mad.
We can't talk about this again, can we?
No.
We don't know anything.
I was just wanting to know if there any more information had been kind of no.
I didn't read whatever.
Hey, and
thing
then
said.
one more. Listen, that Uber plane, the plane that crashed
The plane.
I don't know
in
what
New
you're
York.
talking about.
Listen, a plane, yeah, just crashed. Like I don't even know what buildings it was, but it just hit the top of two buildings.
Where was
Plane
it?
blew
New
up.
York.
Yeah, I think it was New York. The plane blew up. Pilot died. All mad. Like everyone was thinking, okay, was it like some sort of like terrorist thing or some like mad? Do you know what I mean? No, Uber choppers, guys.
Even there was such a thing.
No,
Yeah, there's
but-
Uber helicopters.
But who's calling the Uber a chopper, and where do you land that?
They probably have the little helipads in it. But
So what? You just use it for
would
like?
you take an Uber plane? Because
No.
this is what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
Is it for like moving states? If you gotta
maybe
go for,
yeah, or like maybe like
that makes sense.
certain islands and that. Maybe you just want to it's not drive, get caught in traffic. You might want to just fly.
New York
And
to
fuck
Miami or
traffic,
something
yeah.
like that. That makes sense.
No, that sounds like.
Because the way I was seeing it though,
What do you mean that makes sense? That sounds
Uber,
wrong.
yeah,
Because you got
They
moving
use their
states
own
better
whips.
than quicker than a plane.
they all use their own cars. So
I think
these
they're meant to own
planes,
them,
yeah, huh?
They're meant to own them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
told
So
me.
these planes, yeah, are owned by someone. I don't know if Uber aren't just supplying planes,
No, but
Helicopters.
helicopters.
how can we just actively get this Uber service?
I don't know where it is. It's in America somewhere.
No, I wouldn't trust that because even the driver, yeah, is like how quick the drivers are. Like, yo, this guy's an Uber driver from the jump. I wouldn't want to just jump in and be like, yo, this guy's a plane driver. I'm gonna be taking you
Yeah.
whatever. And is it actually planes or actual choppers?
Helicopters.
So where are you
I'm
getting?
not flying like that. No.
I'm not flying like that.
No?
Oh, I'll be your chopper driver today. Just hop in.
But what if he's like he's got like a little chopper license?
No, I don't want that.
No,
No.
not good enough.
It's more risky.
You would take an Uber chopper?
No, for what? I'm saying, yeah. I'm just asking if you would.
No, I don't. No chance in lot. No chance.
No, but what if it would save you like 30 minutes?
No.
You just leave 30 minutes
I
early.
told you, man. Like, I'm not.
Like you're caught in traffic. Alright, you're caught in traffic.
I don't even trust a chopper, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't even know if I trust planes like that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
It's a bit mad, isn't it? But yeah, he crashed anyways. But anyway, the Uber thingy crashed and the guy died, fam.
What the?
So I ain't taking Uber choppers anyway.
What? So the
If
pilot
Bonnie's
and the
can't
guy
even fly, this
and the
guy
person.
Yeah, the pilot died. It was just him in there anyway.
Oh, it was just him. Oh.
The pilot just crashed.
It's in the top of 2 buildings.
No, I'm not down for that still.
Guess-
What?
24
I don't think it was an
Trying
Uber
to save
chopper
30
though.
minutes.
I don't think. Are you sure it's an actual Uber
Uber
chartered flight chopper? Have you fact checked that? Because I feel like maybe it was just an Uber commercial vehicle, like a vehicle or whatever that they were.
Why would they have one of those?
Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe it was put marketing on the side.
No, they don't need that.
We're just making stuff up now, bro. What are you talking? What are you talking about?
I think, Roddy Rich, Die Young is cursed.
For a moment.
I don't even know what that is.
Roddy Rich.
Yeah, you definitely heard that song.
He's on Nipsey Hussle song.
Oh,
Yeah,
him.
Ironic, a year after the song was made, the other day he got in a car crash.
Oh yeah, he got in a car crash, didn't it?
Or Roddy Rich.
And Nipsey Hussle died a day after playing that song.
Everyone dies after playing that song. Fam.
What song is this? I can avoid it.
Die Young.
Oh, okay.
Do you believe music can be cursed?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like Rihanna's song Umbrella.
Yeah, I think
Songs have spells.
That's
I
it.
believe that.
Do you think so?
I believe that.
Do you think so as well?
I believe some songs do.
Yeah, I think it is. Man.
Like,
Music. Wait.
Like when you, I feel like no, sorry, you said.
No,
said
just
that.
music, just in general. Just I think
It carries a lot.
you can
of
have
power,
yeah.
man. Like
Just
there's
like words,
certain
just
things
like
I've said in
words.
songs, yeah, and then they everything you say in a song materializes. No lie.
everything you say in a song materializes.
Yeah, or like if you put, I feel like when
That's
you
not
put
guaranteed,
things,
man.
I feel like when you put things out there enough, it will just materialize.
But
Definitely.
isn't that kind
And
of
you
the
believe
idea
it.
of like the book The Secret, where you think if you believe it, it will kind of come to pass in a way. Like if you
Yeah,
think
almost,
it-
or your mind will make it seem like it has, almost to an extent. But I think.
I
things
think
you say-
music's just a powerful tool.
Yeah, I think it's just.
Yeah, but why do you think it's a
The
spell?
footballer as well.
Wait, man, you're going too fast,
Man's
bro.
just shooting off all
Flipping
the,
hell,
you know what I
innit?
mean? Just letting off the whole clip, fam.
We haven't moved
You know
on,
what
bro.
I mean?
But why do you think they have spells?
Not spells.
Just
No,
how
I'm
actually-
saying it's
actually think
powerful,
they
it's
have-
like
music can control you, basically.
singing the song.
But
Die
what I'm saying,
Young
do you
is
think like,
making
do you think it
people
can
die
curse?
young.
Like
That's
no,
what it
but
is.
what I'm thinking, you're
Whatever your
thinking,
intentions are is what your intentions
Yeah.
are.
But
It
what-
could be good or bad. I
it
don't
sounds
know.
like it's like I'm saying. Do you think it has that kind? Are you superstitious in any way?
Depends on what.
It's like
Yeah, I believe in energy, fam. I feel like that energy is in the song.
Like
In terms
if-
of what though?
energy,
What are you
you're
talking about
feeling
I
specifically?
don't know, like
Drake,
like
when he did the song about who got killed and Drake got triple X. When he was
Yeah, and shoot below the neck.
yeah.
And that was below. That was before he died.
no, but like
He
this
got shot
Die
in his
Young,
neck, fam.
this song Die Young curse.
Yeah,
Do you
I mean-
feel like you would want to sing it based on what people are saying, what happened after? Would you feel like it is cursed? Do you believe it's cursed?
I would
fam.
listen to
And
it.
You know what? You saying that?
I haven't
remember,
heard it. I would listen.
Like a year or a couple years before, he sent for Drake's mum, and Drake never said nothing back. Drake was like, alright. And then
So what does that
he
mean?
said that. No, but I'm just saying
what's he talking
that
about?
energy there. Then it's like Drake put it in a song, and then he died the way Drake said it in the song. It's like
okay.
energy is a real thing, fam. Like whether he meant it overtly or not, it still happened. The same way Drake said it in the song, fam.
I think words have power.
I think
Just
music,
in any like, even like in just religion, anything like that. There's hymns. There's just
Mm.
worship. It's all singing. It's all music.
So
That's in a positive way.
so when people actually do say like things like oh the devil like
Triple X.
that
Yeah.
music,
Even
that
like
music-
even in cult stuff
that music
movies, you
thing.
see them chanting and singing the same way, but obviously it's,
Oh,
it's the
yeah.
opposite. It has to be like it has to be lightened up.
I think. No,
So do you think you listen to any dark that you're like? Would you try and avoid dark if you know it's kind of
If you know it, it's-
overtly evil?
Yeah.
what songs?
Yeah, if you heard the song is overtly evil, like the Die Young song, when you're hearing people are dying when they sing it on YouTube like videos
Yeah.
when they film themselves doing it
The
on.
first one was probably, you know, when XX did the thing with like Little Dirk and them lot, and he gets on one knee.
Wait, what song?
I don't even know what it's called, but like they did a collab and it was like a bunch of them.
Close that door, please.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was the freestyle, that cypher.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've seen that. Is that when he's in like a black hoodie or something?
Oh,
Yeah,
what
and he
happened to
goes
him?
on one knee and then
Oh,
he
yeah.
kinda says what
Oh, no, but ain't he doing like a?
freestyle.
Yeah, but they poured
Not
the
even
music
that.
in it, like,
Yeah, and they stop the music.
Doesn't he
That's
pray?
sad.
Isn't
Are
he
you talking
praying?
about sad? Are you talking about
Kind of,
sad?
yeah.
Are you talking about sad?
No, he's talking about in the freestyle.
Cypher.
When he puts up. He, like,
It's
he kinda
freshman, isn't it?
Drops like a little kind of like.
Yeah, that's
like a
that's.
little-
I
I,
feel like he
I watched that.
predicted his fate as well.
Yeah, but he is always.
No, but everyone says that.
But I love rappers do that now.
No, everyone says
Yeah.
because you know when you like even with Mac Miller when they go, in this song he was saying this kind of thing,
Yeah.
and it's just like you start looking after the fact.
Some
Yeah.
rappers just I've always just been talking about death in general.
Yeah,
Then.
and that's
Yeah.
what it is. But it's like that's what we're saying though. Like that them talking about it a lot is they always end up.
I got what
dying
you mean, yeah.
Young.
But then some are living a life where it can actually be kind of dangerous. You know what I mean? Anyway,
but-
and they're aware of it being dangerous.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I mean, like Tupac wasn't like he cursed himself, but he was in the gang situations. No,
No, but nine
Them kind
times,
of thing.
yeah, no.
That was
But
a
at the same
retaliation.
time, a lot of the times you'll find that these people die when the change is like they're like away from what they used to be doing. Even though you can never really escape certain things, and that's why I feel like that energy kind of it's different in it. It's like the energy they put out. It's like it can never really leave in it. Do you know what I mean?
but isn't that the moral behind like almost every hood movie?
What when they kind of make
Where
it
it's like he's
it
someone
kinda is,
reformed,
innit?
and then they come out, and it's like but their past comes back to haunt them.
yeah,
That's kind of you're never really out. But then
yeah.
I think, but the music itself, I don't
I
think it's
guess
the
that's
curse.
reality,
I think
yeah.
I don't think the
It's
music.
reality,
I don't think the music. I think it's the life you're living where you kind of probably at a place where
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
Umbrella song with Rihanna was pretty strange, where we just had nothing but rain.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Remember when Umbrella was #1 in the charts?
Mm-hmm.
And we had like some of the worst rain in the UK for the longest while for a good few weeks.
So what about the rest of the world?
No, people saying that it was #1 in our charts,
And it was just raining.
and it was
here.
just
So they were
running.
linking it.
Yeah, and they were saying like,
See
how
that?
did she?
That's all mad.
I'm not buying that.
Huh?
I'm not buying that. That hasn't been a thing.
Yeah, like so.
You don't wanna
it has
believe
happened
Riri
a
had
lot,
the
like,
power.
a lot of like.
No, and if it did, I would. But that's just like reaching.
Yeah, that's mad.
No, that's everyone's
not
like, how did
coincidence.
Riri do this?
So because it's in first in UK
Coincidence.
charts,
Yeah.
it's
And look how often it rains in UK.
like it doesn't rain
No,
here
but it was
90%
like
of
the
the, of the year.
heaviest. It was the heaviest rainfall.
Okay. So global warming has nothing to do with that, no?
Yeah.
No,
Alright, cool.
no, global warming is not real.
Riri done it, yeah?
Global warming doesn't exist, and the Earth is flat.
Okay, cool.
I don't believe any of that, by the way. I'm just chatting nonsense. I'm trolling.
Turn the laptop off.
Isn't it?
No,
That was another episode of
You know what I mean?
no.
See Andrew getting punched up on that.
Why am I getting punched up? Yo, have you?
Talking shit.
Yo, today, yesterday, there was an MP, that
I don't know anything about MPs.
you don't need to know about. But he basically stop doing that with the box, bro. It comes through a mic. Basically he's in trouble because he manhandled a green.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Hey, I saw that this morning. That was rude. Donny, hey, Donny grabbed at the back of the neck, fam. It was Pete. It was actually rude. The way he grabbed, fam, and he had one arm behind the back and then one arm in the back of the neck, fam. It was actually
Like-
rude. He didn't need to do that, but he tried to flip it and say he was scared. Look, they're here.
Yeah, she did come aggressively there.
She was coming.
Donny, you had her, fam. He wasn't having a bar of it. But you can't handle girls like that. Though. You can't handle women like that. It's Pete.
But the thing,
But
he was saying that he was scared.
It's just stupid on his
The way
part.
he jumped, no, the way he jumped was funny.
He was prepared.
Yeah, he looked like he was scared. And after, the thing is, you know what's deep? It's when he realised, it's like, bro, there's no threat. You saw the moment when he realised there was no threat,
Yeah,
and
and
he
then
should have sat back down.
and he just turned around and
And he was like, nah, fuck this.
He committed.
I'm already up.
He's
Yeah,
clear.
he's like, I'm already up. I'm going in, fam. That was disrespectful, though, man. There was another one, bro. There was more of them. Like,
yeah, I thought, but the thing is though, like they shouldn't be in that premises.
yeah, they were.
This guy, bro. You right there, bro?
It's because of the way they pulled up. You can't say it's a peaceful protest and pull up like that. That wasn't peaceful.
Tell your mind, bro.
Nah, the thing is, do you know what it is? Because I saw how they pulled up strong.
That strong approach, isn't it? He's lucky he didn't swing, you know?
No, because
He's lucky he didn't swing.
The way they pulled up was strong. They just bust through the doors. They bust through the doors, man.
You're lucky it wasn't worse.
no, but
They were just pouring in, fam. No, I don't want to laugh because I don't agree with men handling women like that. But it was the situation.
Put the
itself.
mic.
Nah, I don't want to hear them laugh. I don't want to hear myself laugh too much. But yeah,
no, because the
they
thing is,
pulled
you
up strong.
no, but you understand why, like, for instance, he felt like he had to take action.
Yeah, no,
Like,
of course.
because you saw how she was moving,
Yeah, it was mad.
and you don't know, like, because there people saying, like, the whole Joe Cox thing as well has put MPs on alert. Like, she was the one that was murdered. She was an MP that was murdered, and it's just like that put MPs on high alert. So
Yeah.
if these people, like, she's saying she's pre-for, but you don't know if she could have
she might
pulled
pull
something out.
and just
And
joke him
it's
in
a
his
wrap.
back.
So his
yeah.
fear was, I need to kind of like immobilize you.
Yeah. Bro, it was mad.
But he didn't need that neck. He didn't need the neck.
That was peak. They were all getting handled mad. But it was just that the way they just swept through, fam. And then Bear Donnie just stood up and that was it, fam. Just one by one, just picking them all off, fam.
Yeah, I thought they were all getting
It
draped
was
out.
mad. Like, see, they had some of their hair looking all mad. It was peak.
But then,
And they shouldn't handle women like that, though. They
Yeah.
should have found, like, another way to handle them. But obviously, like even then and there, like, he could have just stood up with her and just been like, alright. And just hold her and be like, okay. Like,
but that
relax,
actually got.
man.
That
If
actually,
she started swinging, then maybe.
no,
like,
but should
try and,
you
like,
should
hold
you
her
really have to
arms
wait
down.
for someone to swing before you? Like, should you wait to be
No,
attacked
but-
before you?
You
But
know
I mean,
what
with
it is? The way
security,
they were
security
dressed,
should have
they
handled the
could say they
situation
didn't have
anyway.
weapons. That's
You see
the
that?
only
No,
thing.
isn't that the scarier thing though? That like you would dress in a way that you don't look threatening, no?
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're not gonna come in with all ballied up and be like,
Yeah.
I'm on a peaceful protest. But this kind of thing just kind of highlighted to me as well. This kind of thing highlighted to me. So basically, like the guy I think he's been suspended.
Yeah. So what did it say? Wait, what
They were protesting for Greenpeace,
Oh, that was
so
Greenpeace.
climate change.
Yeah.
But they were like, so basically they are. I don't think she's actually pressing charges, but they were saying that they were basically looking at assault from him, and it just got me thinking, like, do you know situation when, if that's considered assault, then how come some men are getting like draped up by policemen and things in a much harsher fashion?
Yeah. No, of course.
But so what do we call that?
No,
Do you know what I mean?
no.
Like, what is that called then? Like when guys are getting when guys are getting wrestled and choked to the floor,
Yeah, no, that's true.
and like
Yeah, but
when
you
you
know
got
why.
a knee on your
No,
neck.
you should have passed.
You
it
know
to
why?
the other woman.
Yes,
Because they're protected.
No, it's this one. Look how strong they pulled up from. Look, the speaker box. They had the pill blasting and all this. It was this part where I saw he just pulled up, just strong.
See, they should have been taken
Look,
out.
and
They
they
should have been
started
taken out at that point, though.
And they started. Just
What kind of security is that?
Yeah,
and
and
then
the
they
thing,
start,
and
Why are they so
breathing
like
through.
tentative? Like
people were still
Yeah.
talking. People were still talking
Look,
while they were.
maybe because they're women and they're all men.
Yeah, so mad. That's the only thing.
So they
it
was
was tough
they was
because it
probably
was so
scared
many
to
women.
actually handle
But
them.
if that's the security should like just handle it. Like,
No, but they would have probably been saying about assault again. That's why.
what
the
for
guy,
security? Not security.
No, if
Security
they,
don't care.
No, but I'm saying
If it's
they-
real security.
if they did it in a certain way, maybe. If he's a manhandle like the guy with his grip and
No, but I'm saying
his
if-
palm and thing.
If the MP's doing it, of course you can't do that. But I'm
But
saying
no, but the thing is, I'm saying
if it's high
the-
security.
No, but I'm just thinking you sitting. If you're sitting there, if you're sitting there and you see a protester heading towards you, would you not feel a way to kind of restrain them?
yeah, you defend yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is what I'm thinking. So he was at lot because security should have.
They're like sprinting
The-
through.
he-
They're just like,
I'm
oh, no,
thinking.
it's taken out.
I'm thinking the security shouldn't even let that woman get close enough to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Security's
that's
fault.
what it is. Yeah, it's true. Security should have had it secured.
Like, I'm not even rating the guy. Like, I don't.
No.
As a
That was
politician,
stupid.
whatever. But what I'm just saying, in that situation, I can see why he'll be threatened if someone's
Yeah,
rolling-
most
if
definitely.
someone's
Yeah,
rolling
yeah.
up
Someone's
on
right two
Yeah,
feet
it's
away
true.
from you.
You
Of
don't
course.
know-
Yeah, and you don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
but it looked
true.
like it looked like she was heading not to him, towards the woman sitting
Other way?
next to him. No, the woman sitting behind next to him.
Well, either way, he said, no, I'm not having
so
this.
either way, he's like, oh, I gotta stop this.
He took into his own hands.
Because where are you rolling to? Like, where are you
Exactly,
walking
like, no disrespect, but you could have equally have processed outside when the people
Yeah,
like, the
and
same
it's not-
people would have heard you coming outside.
And either
Do you know
way,
what I mean?
even
Like,
even if it is a peaceful protest, in this world we live in, where we don't know if a maniac can be moving some kind of way, you kind of put yourself in a dangerous position to look like a threat.
No, realize I feel like they almost knew it was gonna go viral.
They like wanted to be him handled.
Yeah, I feel like they knew
That could be a part of it.
extreme,
Yeah,
that extreme act, like would definitely get them because you saw how many Donnies even in their suits had their phones out. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
So like someone was gonna document them pulling up there. It was gonna make the news 100%. There's no way that wasn't gonna make the news.
Yeah.
Like anyone who pulls up on any MPs, like what is he
The actual guy.
It didn't say chancellor. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh yeah, it's a chancellor. Yeah. If you interrupt a meeting, a speech like that, you know, it's gonna make news.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything happens in that room is gonna make news.
Mm.
So, I feel like it was a bit to kind of boost. It was a bit of promo on Greenpeace's part.
Mm. Yeah.
Like, there was probably obviously they did want to like. I don't know whether like this guy like does anything that Greenpeace disagrees with, so I don't know. Maybe he does, and that's why they pulled up on him. Do you know what I mean? I don't really know what his
climate change as a whole, so they'll kind of referring to maybe just like they need to start.
They
making
just wanted
changes
to start making. They just wanted to just start.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that sense, I feel like they should have just waited until everyone came outside.
I think the whole thing would have been
Pulling up on
neutralized
it
if security was actually on their job.
Pardon?
If security was on their job, then the whole issue wouldn't have actually.
Yeah, no,
popped up in the
1000%, 1000%.
That's what would happen. Like,
All the security is in Ascot right now.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
here's one. Let's talk. This is touching on Ashley's favorite show,
What?
Love Island.
You know, I don't watch Love
Why is
Island.
it my favorite show?
Because you
What,
said
for
you
me?
watched a few episodes, so it's your favorite
Yeah,
show.
because I've watched it
Are
every
the girls
time.
on
It's
Love
out
Island nice?
of all of us. It's Ashley's favorite show.
Wait, are the girls on Love Island nice?
I haven't watched it, but they all just look like tan.
Depends on what you like, to be honest.
Are there any you find?
2,
How many are on there?
8. I don't know. No.
They just look like the kind of
I'm gonna
standard.
say
They look like the standard people that you just see in every kind of reality show, beach show kind of thing.
That's
Yeah,
6
you
couples,
keep
maybe.
It's a
That's
couple
6
thing.
each. Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, do they go in as couples?
Don't ask me.
They're all single.
Oh, okay, cool.
Every week they have to meet. They have to link up
With someone different.
with just someone. And whoever doesn't, they're at risk of just leaving the house.
Yeah. Was it one guy? What's his name? Got kicked off the show. What was his name? Serif Lani.
I don't know. The black guy.
Yes, the black guy.
He's the only black guy there.
The black guy got.
What happened?
The black guy got kicked off the show
It's
for
funny.
we don't know. Did they say why? They
Someone
said something about
He
used.
said why.
They said they used a C word
He
or
was being
something.
aggressive.
What to a girl?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
her name?
Serif 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 Lane LAN.
Sheriff.
Sheriff Lon.
Yeah, he got kicked off the show basically,
Like,
and
No,
he was recently saying that
she's not.
like in an interview, he recently said he's saying that they
Spit out,
they
mate.
do more. They don't. They're basically saying they don't give the black people airtime.
What? He says that this show.
He said that.
He said it. How did he say it?
Well, he was saying like they don't do enough. Like they don't give the black people airtime.
Oh, okay. Here, what he just says the real reason why he left.
Yeah.
He left. Oh, but how did he know how much airtime he was getting?
No, but he's just saying black people got less airtime. I don't know. Maybe he come back to it or whatever. Maybe because maybe he could watch it. Maybe his family recorded it, and then he, based on what he saw he was doing, they probably weren't showing it. Like you can if you're in the house and if your family
It's like a Big Brother kind of thing, is it?
Yeah. It's
yeah,
25.
it is. Yeah, but
So
it comes on like I don't know how many days a week,
and then like
Every
they're
day.
in a house, isn't
except
it?
for Saturdays.
Is it the same concept
How do
as
you know
Big
that?
Brother?
I was told.
But is it
I
the
was
same
told.
concept with Big Brother, but with just
Yeah.
with couples?
Just, yeah.
So how can he contact anyone outside and know how much airtime he's getting?
No, what I'm saying is
He's
he's
out.
been kicked
He's
out.
already out.
So what if
No, but he's out.
But what if he's
but
been
it says
recorded?
the real reason why he left.
But what I'm saying, what if he's recorded? What if the episode could be recorded,
Yeah.
and then he could have watched them back, innit?
What now?
Yeah. So then he could be like, wait, hold on, they didn't show
So-
me doing this or doing this or doing that. You know what I mean?
Sorry. So what I just read, yeah, it said I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing, but it said the real reason why he left, yeah, and then it was. You was talking about this black people on airtime.
No, he said
the
the
real
reason-
reason. Why did he actually?
He
leave?
said
He had a fight. Well, he had a altercation then with a girl.
Yeah, but since he's
he
been
didn't
out-
leave because the black people.
no,
on
but
airtime.
since
No.
people, no, but
Okay,
since he's
how-
out, he was just saying. So he basically attacked the show, saying black people get.
But that's always been the case.
What,
Apparently,
with Love Island.
apparently, yeah.
Oh,
So that's nothing new.
okay.
But when saying that, do you think like he's too quick to play the black card, or do you think he should hold his own for saying why he got kicked out?
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel like he
too quick.
he didn't need to bring in? Do you think like you don't need to always play the black card and everything?
No, yeah, because it makes him look salty. I don't even watch the show, and I feel
No,
like
but he has been unfairly treated for how
What,
he,
in the house?
for how he got kicked out. People have done more wild stuff than what he's done for the reason why he got kicked out, basically.
But what I'm saying, no, but then
some dude on Love Island.
Oh,
You know, boys.
one that kicked her in the vagina.
Did he do that?
Apparently,
See, look, this is
But
a
it
whole
wasn't-
different
no,
story.
that's
But it
allegedly,
wasn't-
That's allegedly.
but apparently it wasn't like a
And then he said something after, apparently.
yeah, it wasn't like he actually went up to her and proper kicked her. Like it was play fighting apparently,
What, they were play fight and he got vexed,
No, like,
and he kicked her.
joking around.
and then he
Did
kicked
it
her in the
playfully,
play fight.
maybe?
But then they just said, "Nah, we're not having this," and then kicked him out.
Even though they were play fighting.
Yeah, even though apparently they laughed and both were like joking after, but they were like, "Nah," because they didn't show it in the show. They haven't shown anything related to it. He was on the episode. Next episode, he was gone. That was it.
Oh shit.
They didn't mention him at all.
Didn't even say like you're
Nothing.
leaving the island. or
Nothing.
nothing.
Just like he was never there.
That's mad. Just
So this is why he's coming out and saying all this ish, because like no one,
Oh, okay.
there's not, because they're not saying nothing. Love Island's not saying a thing.
No, if
So he's like,
If
"No,
that's
I'm
the
not
case,
having
then
that.
right.
This is what happened."
obviously
blah
it's
blah
a
blah.
bit quick.
But what I'm
You
saying,
pulling
like,
that card,
but when you
what?
pull the black card real quick like that,
Yeah, it's mad.
doesn't it dilute it a bit?
Yeah, yeah. It does.
Because then
Definitely.
it does make us sound like, and especially in
Whether-
every instance that
yeah,
we
whether-
sound like we're salty.
Whether it's true or not, when you do it this close to the actual incident, I feel like it makes it seem like you're just pulling the card, and it does dilute.
Because
it.
couldn't he? Could know the why the black card can sometimes be an issue? Because like, can't he just hold it for himself?
The-
Like in terms of the incident. So just be annoyed at the incident himself rather than saying it's because I'm black. You know what I mean?
No, he can hold it, but
like be
now
like,
that he hasn't held it, he has to kind of hope that there's people that can support him in it, like a lot of people that can support him. Because now that he's played it, the only way for it not to be diluted is if he has people that support what he's saying.
the only problem right now, the situation we'll have is it's a literally he says and she says, or he says and he says.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
They're
literally.
not gonna say
He's
anything.
gonna say this happened in this way He's
Until
gonna
the
say
girl
this
comes
happened
out
this way.
and talks about it.
No, but then she's gonna say it in some way, but we were never really
Yeah,
gonna
how-
know the
How
facts.
have they-
But the girl might say the truth.
We just if we take it her word for it. So what if the truth is he
What
did
if
it
their both stories are the same?
Yeah, but if the truth but
Like, they were both joking.
But then what if
Yeah.
what if her story is the same as the producers? Then do we say he's a liar?
What do you mean?
What
Like
story
what?
did the producers
what
put out?
no, because you're saying that he with the studio.
No, producers aren't saying anything.
That's what I'm saying. So
his story, what if her story? is different?
He's saying what he done wasn't as bad as what other people have done on the show. That's what he's
But
saying.
what if her story is different from his? Then do we still believe him, or do we say that she's a liar?
It depends.
What- yeah,
Depends on
you
what the
don't
story is. You don't know.
like,
How? That's the thing. We can only take whoever's word for it, but we can't. You can't count any
Yeah,
as
but
fact.
there's
You only
There's
you only have to can hear from those two. That's
yeah,
all.
and then there's video evidence, fam. Like at the end of
But
the
they're
day,
not going to show it
They're
to
not gonna
us.
release it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But at the end, like, oh yeah, no. I feel like it will leak. I feel like, bro, the way this world works, like eventually that shit will leak somehow.
I don't know.
Someone,
If it's on a show,
I don't think so. No, because if they never, no,
someone
I think it would only leak. It would only leak if someone in the studio airs it, because they have to air it first before someone can take it and leak it in it.
no.
But if no, I'm
if
saying,
you work in the studio, you can sell it. Fam.
yeah, I'm saying, so someone in the studio would have to leak it.
Yeah, of course.
But if the
that's
show,
how everything
if the
gets
show
leaked.
completely closes it, then we're not. Then
Yeah, obviously they all have NDAs and that, but as long as they can somehow get out, like, bro, imagine, like, you're on that show, you have that footage, and you can make, like, you could give it to, like, what's our equivalent to like a TMZ or some shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Just like the Sun or something.
Yeah, you can
The
sell
Metro.
it to Sun for like 100 bags, bro. They're gonna find a way to probably try and sell it to them. It's like it's not that deep. You lose your job, right? I got 100 bags.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how people do it. Like,
I
still
don't
got
think you'll
100
get
bags, huh?
I don't think anyone cares that much about him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't watch it, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know when she comes out. I guess how comes? What I'm confused about is how do they not discuss it? Maybe has the show people told them not to talk about it? Because has there not been any episodes?
But he's
after this
talking
episode?
about it. We're hearing this. now,
No,
innit?
but I mean, what about the people in the house? Why aren't the people in the house talking about it? Or
They,
whether
they
it's-
must have edited it. So when they probably talked about,
Yeah, but it's always
they probably told. They probably told him,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Told him
There's
he's been kicked out, and then their reaction, and that's what. That's
and they probably edited.
then they
that
probably
out,
moved on
and
from
they
that.
edited out the reaction in it.
Maybe that as well.
So now
And
you've
they're like-
got to hope that someone just kind of brings it up in conversation again. And,
No, I
No,
don't
but
think
if they
would.
won't show that.
They would
That's what I'm
edit that out
saying.
again.
Yeah,
You
they'll
could-
edit
you
it
could-
all
you
out.
You
what
keep
I'm
chopping
saying.
that conversation.
It's a daily show, so they edit the whole day into like an hour every day.
So that discussion ain't gonna happen all day. Or maybe you just get less airtime if you keep talking about it all day.
Yeah, you just edit out every time.
Because the aim of the game is not to talk about people that's left.
They haven't mentioned
I
him
don't know
once
why I know
since
that.
he's gone. He hasn't
is
been
that-
mentioned
is that what
at
they
all.
say?
I don't know.
What?
They don't mention-
I've
they don't
watched
mention
like
people
one
that have left.
episode. Huh? Again? Huh?
No, they do.
Do they mention him again?
Yeah,
The people.
if they've gone out, yeah, normally.
Yeah,
Obviously, because
but they haven't mentioned him.
no, because his situation here, they want to be involved
no.
with that.
Yeah.
They don't bring that up.
I just find it no that. Well, then it's just very intriguing in terms of what the truth is,
Yeah, well,
because
You
it's
just-
very
you can't
strange.
really-
It's very
But
strange.
why would he lie about
Yeah,
that? But
and
why,
you
why
then-
would he lie? That's why.
yeah.
No, because it kind of because it protects him from not seeming some type
Yeah.
of way. But then what?
But he said he kicked the
Yeah,
girl.
but
Like,
what I'm saying, no, but what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying
true.
is, but what I'm saying is, it's very strange for a studio to completely go blackout or something.
why? To protect themselves.
Yeah, because
but
if no, it's true. He's right. Ashley's right. Because
Well,
yeah,
why would you-
if anyone sees
yeah.
that footage outside and they'll be like, "Why would you have that on your show? How can you condone men play fighting and kicking?"
It's
women in
like the
vaginas?"
Jeremy Kyle thing
Yeah.
with the guy that killed himself.
Oh, okay, yeah, true.
Do you get what I mean? They don't associate
happened?
themselves.
No,
with
but
it.
what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, it's weird. It's strange to me that a show would completely go blank in terms of just pretending, like you said, next day nothing is talked about. Like they just edited.
It's
like,
just how they have
But
it.
that's what they have to because they don't want people to even think about
That's
it.
just how, yeah.
They don't want you to wonder why he's.
They don't want people
But
to
then,
start looking
but
like-
then that's no. But then in that case, with that happening, it brought more
Attention,
attention
yeah,
to
of
him
course,
being
yeah,
able to
yeah.
come out and just be like,
Yeah.
because then the first
Yeah,
thing
but
people are
all-
gonna be like, where did you go? Or
No,
something.
but all it is just him talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so there's gonna be more kind of noise because he can.
Not really, 'cause
from
now-
him,
'cause now
he
they-
can keep just saying.
They're just fully just pushed away
They
from
just
him.
pushed away
Now
from
it's just him talking.
and
What's
then
what
they'll fizzle
happened?
them out. Because how many outlets can you go? Where's this Ed?
ITV.
TV.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna.
How many people? Yeah, how? Where's?
They're just gonna fully just isolate
just-
themselves.
yeah.
Anything mentioned with him, they're not gonna
Yeah, exactly.
say anything. That's it. That's
and
it.
they'll just-
It'll just be his word
Yeah,
against the whole of
exactly.
Love Island. And that's
Yeah.
it. He hasn't got the power to
Yeah,
to do anything.
go over them.
He can make all these accusations and have a backing. Yeah, sure, but
But they got.
really, in
Yeah.
hindsight, what can he do? He can say his piece and then that's it.
Yeah.
See what happens. Tell his truth. That's all he can do, and leave it as that, and just move on.
That's so mad.
No, yes.
That's it.
Did you ever go on a reality show?
No.
No?
It's funny. Because I used to love Big Brother when it was on Channel 4.
Yeah.
I used to love it. That was like religiously watched everything. But
Really?
then, yeah, and even like
I was never a
reality.
huge fan of that.
But then, I think the only reality I watch now is Apprentice, really.
Oh, okay.
But that's even kind of going south. But I'm just kind of really sick of reality TV, and I would hate to be a part of it. It's all just this archetypes. Everyone is feels a certain quota.
Yeah,
It's
I know what
like,
you mean.
it's like, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm the one that's like, oh, and I don't take no,
But that's
I
the
don't take
whole
no
point.
shit from no one.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, but it's not different at all each time. And what I'm saying, the whole point is like it's lazy television,
What reality
and
shows?
I hate supporting lazy television.
There's loads of things like that on TV though.
Yeah, and I hate it.
But
It drives me mad.
Entertainment at the end
No,
of the
'cause
day.
it's
Whatever,
lazy.
whatever entertains you.
It's lazy.
Lazy
so what,
in
like
terms
the
of what? Though?
Apprentice and that. You're saying is
People,
lazy.
yeah.
It is
I've heard people
lazy.
say Apprentice is fully dead. Why do they have it?
Yeah,
It's pointless.
I think it's been going downhill.
No, but in general, there's just the whole concept in general.
No, because I think the first idea was it was an exciting concept of real business entrepreneurs trying to pitch.
People
It
just say
was like it
it's
was kind of
cheap.
like it was kind of like Dragon's Den in a way, where it was like
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
trying to pitch your like it's just about business entrepreneurs trying to pitch something. That's what it was. But then now it's got more to the sense where people keep doing the same kind of clownish stuff, and the contestants have got more goofy, and it
Yeah,
makes you
because
What,
they
is
yeah,
it- is
because
it
it's
like
more
an apprentice?
yeah,
it's
and it
more
ma-
entertainment.
No, and
yeah.
it makes you start wondering like how these people actually own a business when they're making such terribly bad mistakes. You know what I mean? And it got more goofy, and that's why it's going
Because it's
downhill
a show.
for me.
That's the whole point. though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
It's
saying. Like
entertainment.
when you go to like season 15 or with Big Brother, where it's literally the same people doing the same stuff.
Yeah, it's the same formula. Because they know it works.
It's lazy,
Yeah, but I feel like
and that's why I'm like, how can you come back another year and another year watching?
Because
the
people
same
are still
damn
watching
thing?
it.
yeah,
That's the-
bro.
No,
that's the
I'm
only-
no,
it's
I'm
true.
asking that question. No, I'm not saying the people that are airing it. I'm talking to this audience. How can you come back another year and another year?
You can't, yeah, but
watching the
you
same-
said it for anything. People can say it
Yeah,
about
I stopped
football.
watching
People can
Big
say about
Brother.
sports in
It's
general.
true.
No, because
How
sports
can
is
someone
different.
watch
And
someone
if
kick
it's
a
one-
kick a
yeah.
ball for 90
No,
minutes?
something
And
something
bro,
different
nah,
happens.
but
It's
you know what it is?
subjective.
What it is also now, people like to be part of a group. So it's like when you have shows like that come back every year, literally it's one
The social
point of the
aspect of
year
it, yeah.
that every
Mm.
the majority
Yeah.
of people you know about, and they're up to date. It's like when Game of Thrones was dropping.
Yeah.
Like it's like
And everyone's talking about,
everyone
oh, you don't
knows
watch it.
about-
Why don't you watch
yeah,
it? Then
and
you
everyone's following
feel
it
type of way.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's why these shows pop off and they will never stop because they can like forever be like a conversation starter or like, do you know what I mean? Something to talk about. It's like water cooler talk, like they call it. Like,
Oh, no, I
do you
think
know what I mean?
it just feels personal to me when it goes downhill in terms of, because I've always been a fan of scripted television.
Yeah.
Because I think it's
But that's you, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Like,
but I'm
you-
talking
you-
about,
then
but
they
I'm
just get
talking
the
about,
next
but I'm
generation
talking
and
about
just
my,
do the
yeah,
same
but
thing.
I'm talking about my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I've always been a fan of scripted television, and like when I say like, I think it was from the Towie era and onwards from that to like Made in Chelsea and all them.
Oh yeah.
Only way that's it.
The only
Oh,
way
yeah.
it's just okay.
I didn't ever watch that either.
Yeah,
I didn't, I've never,
like,
I've
that
never
was all
watched
I
I've
TV,
watched
and
the
then-
Chelsea one.
When it went to that and Made in Chelsea, like it went to all these things, and it's like it felt like people watching these shows like these are real problems or
Yeah.
it's real TV, and it's like they're
Well-
losing the sense of the fact that this is not
Yeah,
real.
but you know, I'll be
No,
honest
but
with
it's-
you, bro. At one point, people did think, thought it was real. A lot of people did kind of feel
But
like
how?
reality
It's
TV
so
was real.
scripted.
No,
But
you
people,
can tell,
but people
a
live
lot of
vicariously
people-
through them. Though.
Yeah, that's what it is, and it's like it's all relatable.
Why do you watch
It's all
rich
relatable.
people buy cars and
Yeah.
and all that stuff? Stuff
Yeah, that.
you possibly won't have.
No, I think people live
And people
vicariously
like
through these
drama.
shows. Yeah, I was
The
gonna say
drama.
people like
It's all entertainment.
vicariously through these shows because it makes them feel like it probably makes them feel better than about their lives when
Yeah,
they see
yeah, 100%.
people
Yeah.
having problems.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I just don't like lazy TV.
But
So why is that lazy?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Wait, what makes lazy TV again?
Lazy
Like,
TV
shows
is
like-
just having just
Just like a
it feels
formula,
like
not a
putting
concept,
it
just
feels like
having a
putting a
formula.
camera and just putting
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
just
get
saying
you.
because it's not like any problems are new in any sense.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
literally just like, for instance, that girl
You
had
could
a
say-
problem
you could
with
say
that guy's
You
man.
could say that about any show. Though.
No, but
Or soaps.
no, but
what
what I'm
about
saying with
soaps then?
no,
Is
because
that not the same?
yeah, they do recycle a lot of plot,
Yeah, so is that not the
What,
same concept?
but then
it's-
they also update plot based on current events. I'm saying
But that's like a
Semi.
small
I'm
shift.
saying, no, I'm saying what a lot of reality TV bases their stuff on, especially conflicts, is this relationship
Always relationships.
with this boyfriend is bad or whatever, or
Yeah.
and then
The same
this
old-
guy's
it's just
cheating on
relatables,
this.
yeah,
Do you
it's
see what I'm saying? So every relationship, it is literally all about relationships. Like this relationship with this person's bad, and it's literally
Yeah.
just like you're watching, and it's like, how's this one gonna play out? But it's all the same,
Yeah,
and it's just
always.
literally they just want to put people together where you can look at breaking relationships. That's essentially what it is.
Yeah, but as you said, it makes people feel better.
Yeah, it does. But I'm just saying, as the TV that I like to watch, because
okay.
it's just so lazy to me. Rather than having a new show where someone has actually worked on some production, scripting, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and made it.
But why?
But
does,
that's
not
what
every,
we're
but not
saying,
everything
bro.
has
Someone
to be
just-
scripted.
yeah,
and
that's-
someone just
some
think
people
no,
don't wanna think,
no. But what
bro.
I'm saying, people just want to get people together with like, oh, do you want your
Comment.
15 minutes? Do you want your 15 minutes? Do a VAT of you on a beach or something, blah blah, blah, and being like, oh, I tell everybody what I think, blah blah blah, and it's never people that are.
But there's a space for everything.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. And
So,
it's
you,
like, bro,
so you
think
prefer
about it,
everything be one
Yeah.
thing, like how you want.
And if you've got a working formula, why would you stop? When you
I said
really
that from the
deep-
beginning. If it's
Like, if you have a formula,
I'm
and
not
it
saying
works,
that.
then
I'm not
you're
saying
making
this. I'm not
money.
saying the
Why
studios.
hell would you
I'm
stop?
no. I'm not saying the studios. I'm just saying as an audience. it's annoying to see.
So you prefer
Yeah,
just
but
one
you
thing of
watch
the same.
both. You're not gonna watch scripted TV all day, bro. Like, there's gonna be a time where you'll be like, nah, I want to watch something where, like, do you know what I mean? Something with a little drama in it, or like, do you know what I mean? You're not always gonna want to watch scripted television. There's no way you sit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. To be honest, because I told Ashley I banged out Jailbirds. I love that
Yeah.
show. On
That's,
thingy.
that show is just random and
that?
it's just random and
It's the
trash.
prison. It's the prison.
Is it
It's
reality show, you
it's
said,
a
innit?
prison documentary. Yeah, prison
Yeah,
reality show.
and it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's because you didn't want to think about anything too. Do you know what I mean?
Just entertainment.
it's
It's just different
entertainment.
forms
Yeah,
of
but
entertainment. That's how I see
I'm
it.
just saying for something like Love Island and something like
Yeah, but
no,
that's-
no,
it's
Love
still
Island and Geordie
subjective.
Shore
It's
and
subjective
like
though,
no,
because to you that's lazy TV.
no,
like-
what? Cause I just hate the archetypes.
But you haven't watched it.
Some people
No,
might.
I'm saying like you got
Some-
Geordie Shore, you got Only Way is Essex.
You just
got-
hate them. Them
I
shows
hate the
in general.
archetype. I hate the archetypes.
Nah.
Because each year it's the same one, and then you get the one black
Well,
guy.
yeah, because people like that
character.
formula. That's the whole
That's what I'm
point.
saying.
But it's like, yeah, exactly. So if people like it, so that's what I'm gonna give.
Big
them.
Brother, it's the same
Until
thing.
you're
Why
sick
would
of
Big
it.
Brother change their
Until it
formula
stops
every year?
making me money, I'll change my formula when it stops. making
Until the
money.
ratings are dead, then obviously
Yeah,
the show's
there's
done.
no point.
Why would you?
Why are you trying to fix it if it ain't broken?
Yeah,
Like,
that doesn't make sense
Yeah.
business wise. Why would you do
But
that?
Big Brother was dying for years, and now it is actually gone. Thank God.
yeah,
Yeah, and
they
now
have
the
to
ratings are
rethink.
so bad. It has to. It
Now they
has to
have to
stop.
do something new, and then the
Yeah.
next Big Brother might be something new, and you'll be like, oh shit.
But it died a while ago. But they were still trying to keep
No,
it
to
alive.
you it died a while
Yeah.
ago. The ratings probably prove otherwise.
No,
Yeah.
the ratings were definitely slumping.
Of course, slumping,
Big
but,
Brother.
but it's
Big
not.
Brother,
It's not
yeah,
enough for them to
definitely.
cancel the show.
Yeah,
is
and
it?
bro,
Brother
you have
definitely
to really
slumped.
think about it. It wouldn't just be Big Brother. Like, ratings will be slumping in general just because of how TV is. Like, it's not gonna. No one is gonna be. The reason they think the ratings were dropping is because no one was watching it there and then at the time it aired. Remember, I swear that's how they measure their ratings, right? When it airs. No one watches TV when you want me to watch TV. Everyone watches TV when they want to watch TV now. So it's like, if they were going to watch it, they probably had recorded it and then they went and they watched it at maybe another time. I don't know whether that counts as an air if you recorded it. Do you know if that counts?
Was it?
I don't know, like, whether it counts as an air. Like, I mean, not an air.
I
Sorry,
don't know. I think
a
it.
view if
I
you
think it's
recorded
something where I think they base it on people have good stock. I think it. I don't quote me on this, but I think they base TV ratings on people actually have their boxes monitored, and they base it on an average
Oh, I thought
of
it was
what
like active viewers.
people are watching. I don't generally think they actually, unless they do it differently now, especially with smart TVs and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like they would put certain boxes where you would be monitored,
Ah.
so they would know. But maybe
Because
now
I
they
think
actually
that's why I
know
think
what you're
because
clicking on.
like program television anyway has dropped. Like, no one's ratings are the same. Like, so
I just
They're
think
rating
if your show is going if the ratings are that bad, your show wouldn't be on air.
yeah.
It's just that simple. That's what I
True.
say.
You know, it
No matter
brings
how,
in
no matter if
certain-
you stopped watching a show, I don't know, 5 years ago, and it's still going.
Yeah,
Obviously,
true.
to you, it's dead to you.
Yes.
But obviously, there's an audience
That's
still
what
for
I'm
it.
saying. The new generation just catch on to it the same way you used to.
Yeah, but it
Because
doesn't
the
mean
way
that
your
it's
mind
good.
is at that time.
Yeah,
Nah,
to
but-
you, but
Yeah,
the
because
ratings
your mind-
prove
your-
otherwise.
yeah,
That's what I'm
nah,
saying.
No, but it doesn't mean it's good.
Bro,
Do you think do you think like a TV company would care like if it's dropped like 10% or 5%? If it's still making money, if it's
Exactly.
still good in their eyes, it's still going.
and you've grown up, bro. Like, certain things don't appeal to you anymore. Like, them kind of things, them little foolish, like, little storylines don't appeal to you as much as you used to like them. So what's bad to you now used to be good to you. That's what we were saying. Same thing we were saying about movies. That, like, at the time it was amazing. You look at it now, it's like, what the, like, but like, that generation feels the same way you felt when you watched it. Probably. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Plus, also, like, it might not be lazy TV to people who want to do that. Like, say you aspire to have a show like Made in Chelsea, then would Made in Chelsea still be considered? I don't know the storylines in Made in Chelsea either, but like, would
Rich
that then
people having
be,
the same problems as people from Only Way is Essex.
Oh,
It's just a rich version. It's like the shows like The Hills and The City and all that kind of
the
thing.
thing is, yeah, I haven't watched Only Ways. I'm not even lying about it. I've heard of Joey Essex because I think of how he used to dress, but I haven't watched Only Ways.
You don't need to
actually
watch
know
these shows to
story
know
names.
what it is.
I need to watch it.
No, you don't need to watch them to know what they are.
So, like,
There's
why?
no like
so it-
storylines.
there's not.
And these are the kind of things that's
see, I thought
my
there was
problem.
storylines. I thought it was scripted, yeah. But there must be a storyline if
There-
it's scripted.
I think it's scripted in a way in terms of, I don't know.
Like,
it could be
it's
like,
not
for instance,
a
we
heavy
know
It's
each
based
other.
on their
storyline, it's
lives.
a light
No, right now
storyline.
it could be like we
So
know
their
each
lives
other
are
right
the
now.
storylines, kind
Yeah,
of.
it's just them. They
It's
are
like
the
loads
characters.
of
They are
parallel
the.
storylines that kind of cross. and they're just people who just like,
Yeah,
live in the
but-
same area and just do mad.
But then it would be like it could be like us. But then like say if we club regularly, for instance, we'll club regularly or whatever, and that's where it will become interesting for people to watch because it'll be like then
Someone's gonna go
we're
down
talking
the
to
club.
this person, yeah, and it's like
and
it's
then
like
the rest of it.
and then like for instance you get a girl and then I'll move that girl and now it's like you've got conflict. Now we have conflict. Now we have drama. Cause it's like he moves to his girl, so it's like what's going, you know what I mean? It's just like. It kind of, I still think they probably
I
kind
just
of
see it same as a soap. To me, that's just a soap to me.
Yeah.
but lazy.
It's no different.
Yeah.
It's no different. It's just a different format.
Okay. No. Oh yeah, we were talking about the guy that was on the thing. I was thinking, why are we even talking about this?
Oh,
Love Island guy.
Yeah, and the black airtime.
Yeah.
And he's saying that black people don't get enough airtime.
So what did you
So
refer to
actually, in the
anything
ones
else?
that you watch, and there's still a black girl in there, innit?
Yeah.
Spoilers if someone hasn't seen it.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Well, no,
Love Island.
Okay, but
not-
Yeah,
does she
what I'm
get
saying
less airtime?
is, do you feel like she has less
she
airtime?
doesn't get a lot. But it depends though, because like,
But I
because
think
there's only
how they
one.
are.
It's just
I was
her.
gonna say that. I
So-
was gonna say that
that's
based
what I'm
on
saying.
Just
Like,
in
you
terms
can't
of, like,
expect her to be on her
probability,
all the
like-
time.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
based on the numbers,
yeah, you can't.
aren't black people gonna get less airtime?
Like recently, she's been getting a lot of airtime. That's only because she's in like a situation right now. She's in like a love triangle.
But what I'm saying,
So now
is-
she's
but
so
what
now
I'm-
she's getting airtime.
Yeah,
Before
but-
that, she wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying, based on the maths, technically, you would get less airtime when there's only one black
No, but in
person
general-
in a house full
Yeah,
of what,
straight-
10
yeah, you would.
people?
But in general, she doesn't get a lot anyway.
But like, all right, compared,
Take it as-
does she not get a lot compared to other people, or just does no one get a lot because there's so many people?
Yeah, like would you say
That's what I'm trying to
would you
find
say
out.
another girl gets less airtime than her?
Because it sounds
for
like there's a
instance?
lot of people there, so I don't know how much. Over a period of an hour with 10 people, isn't that like 6 minutes?
I don't know.
10 people, yeah, an hour is 60
But then
minutes.
when people combine, innit?
It
Yeah,
doesn't
but even
help.
So, like, you would give, say you allocated each person 6 minutes worth.
It's
of
just
airtime.
whoever does like the most ish.
In
Whoever
that
does
day.
the more
That's what I'm
drama, the
saying.
more gets
so it's
gets
like
the more
that
time.
6 minutes, yeah, is gonna start to be like divided if you ain't doing shit. So
She
if you're
doesn't
not
do
doing
much.
shit, you're
She doesn't
getting
do
3
much
minutes,
either. Which
and
doesn't
then I'm
help.
gonna
Well,
give the
Then
extra 2
again,
minutes
that
to
could
someone
play
else.
into what he's saying because
doesn't
maybe
do
she
much.
could be doing stuff, but it's just they edited it out.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
Maybe,
we don't know.
yeah.
So it's all a matter.
But just
of,
now, she's getting her shine now because of the
she
drama.
did the
Because of
drama. Yeah, that's mad.
So I don't know. But just avoid that show in general. Just don't go on. Just don't, like, because it's not made for them. It's not made for them at all.
Well, there you go. All right, let's find out then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another episode of Chatty and Saltfish. I've got hay fever, man.
Yeah, man's been violating me.
You know what? Thanks for joining us. You know where to find us.
On Love Island.
You can find us on Twitter and Instagram. And you know where to listen. It's on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. It's Chatty and Saltfish everywhere. Until next time, peace.